People who are middle of the road in attractiveness. What signals tell you you're not ugly but not a model? Nobody really notice you in a group of people, but you look pretty cute when you're on your own. Not really. Source: experience. When you're hanging out with someone who is really attractive, it's easy to see you aren't treated the same way. I used to hang out with a very attractive friend. Guys always remembered her name, but not mine, even if we were together all the time. Whenever I saw those guys again, without my friend, they always approached me saying, "Hey, I remember you, aren't you her name's friend?" People have been attracted to me before, so I can't be that bad. But not many people, so can't be that great either. People find me attractive after they got to know me well. So it's definitely not my looks, which means I'm definitely not a model. People aren't really attracted to me until they get to know me a bit. That about sums it up. I'm attractive enough to be given a chance to have some redeemable quality, but not attractive enough to not have a redeemable quality. People don't go out of their way to try and get with me, but they are shocked to learn that no one else has snatched me up yet. This one is the biggest mindfuck, and people always think it's the best compliment they can give you. You get compliments from some people, but ultimately, your best quality is your sense of humor. People are neutral and polite. No people acting giggly or shy around you or approaching you. No people repulsed by you avoiding you. People compliment me all the time for my appearance, but I'm never hit on even in passing. So I figure one of two things could logically be the case. Either I'm average, or I put off a vibe that says, never duck or date this person. Our videographer for our wedding didn't post our video on his socials or website like he does with others. When talking about my dating life, or complete lack of dates at the time, my friend's girlfriend told me, "I mean, you're not ugly though," which back then was probably the highest compliment I'd received from someone I wasn't related to. The clearest signal is that big reflective surface over my bathroom sink. It doesn't lie. Magic mirror on the wall, who's the most average looking of them all? When you go to take a pic of yourself with your phone and it turns the image around, you see how different you look compared to your own mirror image that you're used to seeing. It'll take me down a notch every time. A girl told me you look exactly River Phoenix. Her friend then looked him up and said, "Ooh, no he doesn't." Apparently I'm ugly and attractive at the same time. Major differences in how many dates hookups you get with dressing well and acting more confident. I feel like really attractive people don't need this. Really ugly people can't get as much of a return though. But average people can make a big difference and even get people out of their league. If I work out, get a good haircut, buy the right fitting clothes, and put out a positive vibe, I would consider myself above average, but I love being lazy, so I do none of those things together most of the time. People hold the door for you, but only if it's an automatic door. If you do well with the ladies, people don't believe you. Some people think you're gorgeous, but they're all 4s or lower. For the most part, I don't get hit on by strangers, but I'm still occasionally asked out by those I get to know. If I were to say I felt ugly, there wouldn't be an awkward silence, but there also wouldn't be people saying, "STFU if you're ugly, what am I?" People aren't constantly hyping me up on Instagram, but I still get compliments from friends frequently. Only drunk older guys hit on me. By older, I'm talking like 50 plus. I get a lot of compliments on my chin, but I never get compliments on my second chin. been told by more than one guy that I'm the wife but not the mistress. Not sure how to take that. One time a little kid told me I was real pretty. This was after 2 rounds of braces, rhinoplasty and haircut in color that actually suits my stupid face. I'm probably still an Yugo without all of that, not to mention I still need to lose about 20 to 25 pounds. But kids are brutally honest, so I'll take it. My friend's toddler, who saw me during the worst acne outbreak of my life, asked me why my face had so many uchis. If I were really ugly, she'd tell me. I have normal conversations with strangers. No lies to get into pants, or awkward politeness. The fact that there's the hot one in my friend group and they're not me. The thing about this is some groups have a legit 9.5 or 10. If you're a 7 in a group that averages 8.5, you may feel less attractive than your true state. Your opposite-sex friends exclaim how attractive you are, but only when you have a significant other and not when you're single. Your opposite-sex friends exclaim how attractive you are when you're single, but nobody they introduce you to wants to date you. You're just attractive enough to be a hot person's one-night stand or middle-of-the-road person's regular hookup, but not attractive enough for them to date. Personal story. I actually dated a guy for 3 years who ended up admitting that he was embarrassed to go out in public with me because I wasn't attractive enough. And that's why we only ever chilled at our apartments or went to the movies. Full disclosure, I'm a solid 6 and he was a 7. I once had a girl tell me you're cute, but your cousin is cuter. I used to work in a large office building. Lots of us women were attractive, and guys flirted with us and gave us little looks when they walked by our desks. But when the new girl came on board, they all stopped looking at us and stared at her with their mouths hanging open. People agree I'm pretty and cute but wouldn't pick me as the cover of a magazine or even the better looking in the classroom. A lot of men find me extraordinarily attractive, but they all think that makes them unique. I can't get away with having annoying personality traits as easily as someone who is model level. Hot people are less likely to let other flaws go. Whereas I have absolutely, ashamedly, let go of things I found irritating about someone who was ridiculously attractive. When you talk about your insecurities, people tell you you're pretty and have nothing to worry about. Yet no one asks you out or you're their second choice. How'd a guy tell me you're pretty? Definitely not beautiful. I know what beautiful is, but pretty. Guy I'm dating now tells me, wow, you're gorgeous and you're so beautiful. Lots of likes on my selfies, more than any of my other photos, but no one checks me out in real life. So I'm photogenic, but in real life I'm meh. 50-50 chance of going to Pound Town. Some find me be attractive and some don't care for me at all. But to be fair, it's hard to please everybody. Being told I have, quote, a friendly face or an approachable face. Word. People ask me for directions because I look safe. They don't ask me out. Had someone tell me I'm pretty, but like weird pretty. I was doing yard work a few summers ago, and out of nowhere, a woman I'd never seen before was walking a dog I'd never seen before. As they approached my house, I said hi to the dog, a lab or golden mix I think, as it had short legs, but the woman unprompted said to me his name is Harold, and out of nowhere, Harold said, you're a strong 7, nice eyes too. Then they just walk off. If you're a woman, a guy will inform you exactly how far from a model you are once you turn him down. My face isn't perfectly symmetrical. My mom once told me as a kid, "Yeah, Court, you'll never be a model." But then once my half-blind friend rated me at an 8. So, the math seems to check out. Many people staring at me, but not everybody. I get a good amount of attention from the opposite sex, particularly when I'm out in public by myself. But if I'm out with someone hotter than me, they get all the attention. I accept my place in society. You're basically invisible to everyone. They're not disgusted by you, but not attracted to you either.